Every man ages, but not every man ages the same way. The difference often comes down to what you consistently put into your body over time. As men cross into their 30s and 40s, the body begins producing less of the compounds it once made in abundance. Testosterone drops, collagen breaks down, cellular energy declines, and inflammation quietly builds in the background. These changes do not happen overnight, but they accumulate into visible and felt differences in energy, strength, appearance, and mental sharpness. While no supplement is a fountain of youth, certain compounds have been studied extensively for their ability to slow these processes and support the body's natural repair systems. The 5 supplements covered here are backed by real science and are specifically relevant to how men age at the cellular and hormonal level. Starting with collagen peptides, this is one of the most underrated supplements in men's health. Most people associate collagen with women's skin care, but the reality is that collagen makes up about 30% of the total protein in the human body. It is the structural foundation of your skin, joints, tendons, and even your gut lining. After the age of 25, men lose approximately 1% of their collagen every single year. By the time you are 40, that loss is noticeable in joint stiffness, slower recovery from workouts, and skin that begins to lose its firmness. Supplementing with hydrolyzed collagen peptides has been shown in clinical studies to improve skin elasticity, reduce joint discomfort, and support connective tissue repair. A daily dose of 10 to 15 grams mixed into a morning drink is a simple and effective habit that pays off over years. Moving into cellular energy, coenzyme Q10, commonly known as CoQ10, is a compound your body naturally produces to power your mitochondria, which are the energy-generating units inside every cell. The problem is that CoQ10 levels drop significantly with age, and even more so if you are taking statin medications for cholesterol. Low CoQ10 is linked to fatigue, muscle weakness, and increased oxidative stress, all of which accelerate the aging process. Research has shown that supplementing with CoQ10 in its more bioavailable form, called ubiquinol, can improve cardiovascular function, reduce oxidative damage, and restore energy levels that feel like they have been quietly fading for years. A daily dose of between 100 to 200 milligrams of ubiquinol is generally recommended for men over 40. Chronic stress is one of the most powerful accelerators of aging in men, and this is where ashwagandha becomes a critical tool. Ashwagandha is an adaptogenic herb with a long history in Ayurvedic medicine, and modern research has caught up with the traditional wisdom. Multiple clinical trials have demonstrated that ashwagandha root extract significantly reduces cortisol levels, which is the primary stress hormone that, when chronically elevated, breaks down muscle tissue, disrupts sleep, impairs testosterone production, and damages cognitive function. One landmark study found that men taking ashwagandha experienced a meaningful increase in testosterone levels and improvements in muscle strength and recovery, compared to a placebo group. A daily dose of 300 to 600 milligrams of a standardized root extract is where most of the research points for optimal results. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the human body, yet studies consistently show that a large portion of men are deficient in it without even knowing. This deficiency is directly tied to poor sleep quality, elevated blood pressure, muscle cramps, anxiety, and accelerated cellular aging. As men age, the ability to absorb magnesium from food decreases, making supplementation increasingly important. The form matters here. Magnesium glycinate and magnesium malate are the most bioavailable and gentle on the digestive system. Taking 200 to 400 milligrams before bed not only improves sleep depth, but also supports overnight muscle recovery and hormonal regulation. Rounding out the list is the powerful combination of vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. Vitamin D3 functions more like a hormone than a vitamin, influencing testosterone production, immune function, mood regulation, and bone density. The majority of men in modern indoor lifestyles are chronically low in vitamin D without realizing it. Adding vitamin K2 ensures that the calcium mobilized by vitamin D3 gets directed into bones rather than arterial walls, protecting cardiovascular health. Together, these two compounds form a foundational anti-aging stack that supports everything from hormonal health to long-term structural integrity. A daily dose of 2,000 to 5,000 international units of D3 paired with 100 micrograms of K2 is a well-supported starting point for most men.